morning, everybody. Back with Nobody Wants to Die. Maybe for the last time? Let's see if we can finish this today. So let's get in there.
After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera. Stand back. The Fed secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
Can I see that again? No. おはようございます。レオさん来てくれてありがとう。元気ですか？いい朝です。そうですね。でも今日も暑そうです。もう外にいるの？外にいますか？私まだ出てません。
This is not the place. Let's not give up.
I guess it's under. But I kind of want to just look at everything. I guess that's all I'm going to be. All I'm going to be doing.
The map wants to tell me.
Got it. Okay. Maybe there's nothing to see here other than just to check my location against the map. Can I get those documents I couldn't get before? I'm ready to burn them now. We looked at this. もう少しで会社行きます。行きたくないよ。そうですね。私、夏休みなので午後まで暇です。
You want to talk about what was on the artist's mind? Really?
Okay.
James.
I was curious.
Alright, I'll just get down there, and it should be like right here, right?
The fucking safe. Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
If there was anything here, the feds got it.
I'm sorry.
We missed this one. Can you at least check what they took?
Probably. Okay. I'm convinced. Are we getting out of
夏
here?
休みいいね。そうですね。
Wait,
教師の
it's not about the
いいポイント
safe.
ですね。
You just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
楽も
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I
夏休み
saying
があり
anything?
ますか？お盆とか。
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
8月に1 week
Sound
だ
like an
け
expert.
I was
夏
helping my
休み
cousin
ありま
repair
す。
pneumatics like this. Tech from a mortal era. Rich people love automated shit in their homes. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
2週間はいいですね。私も今朝のクラスないけ
This
ど
box could
午
lift
後のクラス
several
とある。
tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look. The wall
多
is a
分
meter from the
一緒
safe.
です。あの
Doesn't make
週間に
sense.
Maybe
1週
we're
間の
missing
休み
something.
私。
Safe?
I'll lock him up.
You're asking my opinion?
なんか予定がありますか？旅行とか。
What next?
We have a card. Bingo! The first rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
Oh, neat.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Nice to see it develop.
Hey, fuck you. This is my idea. Don't push it.
何も決めてないです。どこか行きますか？私、神奈川。そうです。江ノ島とかいろいろなところ、初めて行きます。いいです。行ったことがありますか？
James, what is happening?
Sarah?
Oh, fuck.
Oh boy.
So Green at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. Another victim. Just more questions. Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear.
近くまで行ったことがあります。ああ、そうなんですか。スラムダンクの電車の場所行きます。ああ、知りません。その漫画、そのアニメの場所ですか？セッティング？スラムダンク見たことないです、私。でも日本で
Dress.
超人気があるね。
With a murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
What?
What?
Making a mess. Get your act together. Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
Are you there?
Sarah?
Sarah? そろそろ仕事行ってきます。お話ありがとう。聞いてくれてありがとうね。仕事頑張って。また今度ですね。
Where are you?
Have a great
Why
day.
don't we start with where
gozaimasu.
You're late for the party.
The right place to start? I would say let's get another. I think we probably finished off that bottle.
This reminds me of something. I saw one just
way
like
we
it
were,
in the safe. Only degenerates can afford to endure prohibition with dignity.
Prohibition? Now, I didn't realize that was the state of the world. Oh, but... Yeah, right. I guess I have been seeing all, like, the PSAs, the flyers, like, don't put... Right, any toxins in your body. But I thought it was more of, like, just a public health initiative. It's actually outlawed. Okay. But he's like... So, you would think smoking cigarettes is, too, but he doesn't seem shy about doing it in public. But... How in public have we really been? Huh. Okay, is all this stuff illegal then?
Senator? Here?
Everyone pays for success. Few can really afford it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what senators want when they're visiting establishments that are maybe they'd rather not be found out for having been there. Yeah, definitely make me a placard. Leave a paper trail. That's definitely what the senators want left behind after their visit.
I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. Boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out.
See? You dressed inappropriately. It was a theme party.
So she was over here. No, fuck it. I'd better start from the beginning. Masks can be symbolic. Maybe members have to earn them. Another crime scene, another bar. Clearly, booze is as deadly as they say.
The way you drink it, yeah. Just slam back half a bottle of scotch in 15 minutes on the top of my flying car. And then go for a drive.
How to quell the masses. Oh, nice. They even think about us after hours.
Well, their plans will have to wait.
How to quell the masses. Strategy. 3 pillars of action. Patricia, a senator against the government, she will gain the trust of the masses and direct attention to something other than the bill. For what? Chris, governor will announce increased security measures. Terrorism. Cadis, themes for distraction. Talk to the assistant. Send a note to all 3 by tomorrow. That wasn't done. Oh, there we go. Okay.
She knew what was going on.
And she took part anyway.
Questions. Remember about the Fury. You have to ask about the money. What will happen to it if there are more fees? He will answer that he will go to social welfare to support those who can't afford it. At that point, he's supposed to shut up. It's absurd.
Interesting.
This notebook is worth a fortune.
Then why did you leave him?
Questions you mustn't ask. What about body inflation and where are they? Never to Green, unless he writes a will. The president about the relationship with his daughter. 1 scandal per shell. Besides that, already in that shell, it was an open secret that he had Stockholm Syndrome. It's hard to say if there's anything more interesting to squeeze out of it. Are you gonna flip the page like you've been doing. Yeah, every time you do that, you make me think you put the book away.
And
Why are you
thus,
flipping pages like that?
Conspiracy theories are
Who
born.
closes the book to flip the page? New project. We're creating a secret society. Prepare. People who could participate in it. I need demands. I need to find some conspiracy theory shit based on technology. Maybe from outer space? Green probably wouldn't agree to that. How to sell it to people? Big question mark. We're done? Now, this is the part where we close the book. This is the part where we do that. Love this, though. Look at this thing. This is beautiful. What a cool piano.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect for the upper class.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now.
I didn't realize he isn't wearing pants. My God. Can I get a better angle? Wait. Not on that, though. I'm just... No, it's going to put me back here. Okay. So, what are we trying to... Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier. Fire upstairs must have damaged the wires. Okay. Why did he fall? And where's the killer?
What do we got?
Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
So we're not reconstructing you yet? Because you're already there, dead, when it falls on you. Or maybe that is... Yeah. So it wasn't the chandelier. This man was already dead.
Shot. Needs a closer look. The Emperor screens. Make that god. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences
His
more people than you
bracelet?
think.
I guess it's higher. Depending on how you got your arm situated.
They learn to live a lie.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve.
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head.
Oh, he was? Doesn't look like it to me. Oh, but we haven't reconstructed. Got it. Because that has happened a few times. Like, you think you found the cause of death, and then, oh no, they were dead before that. They were shot or something. No shirt. Man, we were getting into some shenanigans in here, weren't we? But you were wearing your... Yeah, you were. Hey, V Games. There it is. That was missing last time, right? No Elden Ring spoilers anymore? The game is done. Done and dusted. Did you get into the DLC yet? Thanks so much for coming in. Thank you so much for the subscription. I'm glad it dropped this time, because you did that before, right? Where's the sweet spot? Oh, I see it. No, here it is. Okay.
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
Oh.
8mm. Were you sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
Yeah, it didn't activate for whatever reason. Yeah, I don't know. Recently, although I thought it might be a sound alerts problem, but I didn't even have a notification here on Twitch last time, so it was some issue there, I think.
The shootout started. You probably didn't consider that.
So yeah, we're doing a game request last few days. This is the third stream of Nobody Wants to Die. Came out just like about 2 weeks ago. Object of Power requested this through channel points, so we're giving it a go. But no, I haven't made it to the DLC. I've been documenting differences, and I actually need your assistance with some Japanese translations. Oh shit. I mean, you could send them my way. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know that I'm going to do a better job than the localizers at Bandai Namco. You know what I mean? Like, my Japanese isn't that good. They've definitely,
You didn't shoot that fucking thing
they've already
down
translated it in a better way than I ever could hope to, I'm sure.
You shot the killer. Was that... How are you feeling?
Better every minute.
He aimed toward the piano.
And then I probably should have followed them the whole way. Trying to take shortcuts. Yeah, oh, they're just right here. I didn't expect this.
Trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck. Blagojevich, journalistic scum. Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you.
They're really terrible. Like adding stuff that doesn't exist in the original, like that FF15 clip I showed you. Oh, this was a while ago, right? I do remember that vaguely. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, well, there's a major difference in the DLC. I don't want to bring it up because you haven't been there yet, but there is one major translation difference that really changes the meaning of a lot of things. I mean, it might be the base game. It's basically like the way they translated Shaman in Elden Ring. It was originally Shrine Maiden in Japanese, which changes a lot of things. So yeah, there is stuff like that.
What if he hated himself and helped create a world where everyone hated each other?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot.
Yeah, I've had to go back and forth and check a lot of the most important details. Would you believe one of the most important descriptions comes from the rusted anchor of all weapons? I wouldn't, but it actually doesn't surprise me now that you're saying it. Things are always in
Shoot,
fun, out of the way places,
maybe
right?
he ran? Where was the killer?
Let's try that again. This name, Mr. Blagojevich. There we go. Together with the council, we have received your request and would like to invite you to the club. The date and time will be delivered discreetly by courier. If you decide to come in a different shell, please bring an invitation with you. Looking forward to seeing you. What kind of game is this?
Not enough data. I still don't know. what
Walking
this asshole
simulator
is.
with detective segments. Basically what you're seeing here, basically using this device. It's kind of like there's similar segments in
Did you
Cyberpunk,
run away?
you know?
Why in this direction?
Kind
Doesn't
of like
make
scrubbing through
sense.
time, recreating scenes, having them play out around you, looking for clues, and then going back to your apartment and like assembling clues, like an Alan Wake 2 style, like tethering things together to construct a narrative. Yeah. Like Observer? I haven't played Observer, but maybe? I thought I was. I remember hearing good things about that game, and then I thought I was playing that, and then I was like, this seems different than what people were talking about. And I played a game called Observation. I think it was Observation, where you're in like a space station. Anyway, so I still haven't played Observer. I just looked at this. We need to look at you. Now, somebody's still got his clothes on. Unlike these other folks.
It's too rich for my blood.
Yeah, this wouldn't go in your flask.
A broken bottle?
You don't even know what to do with the good
Chase
stuff.
guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me.
Champagne. The quality of our drink lies in the care. We focus on our family's heritage and strive to provide the best experiences and memories of this era. By choosing our liquor, you can be sure that you are in good hands and your evening will be unique. Detective reconstruction of crime scenes? Oh yeah? Okay. Is that a game you liked? Do you recommend it? Now you want me to look at this? No, you don't. Wait. Oh, you want me to look at this? That's right. I am looking for glass shards.
Bingo. So you were
Bingo.
sitting here.
No, I don't? Oh, okay. Well, he just springs right into action.
You attacked, even though bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that?
They busted his personal bottle of champagne. I'd be pissed too. The nerve. I recommend No One Lives Under the Lighthouse. It's quick and very unique. I don't know that one. No One Lives Under the Lighthouse? Let's check it out. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at this later. Cool. Thanks for the recommendation. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
That's where you were hiding.
Can I do this with one hand while pouring a coffee? Let's see.
Fucking wiring.
And that's how you know your segment, your gameplay segment needs a little bit more to it. If I can pour coffee while playing with one hand, it means we should have, I don't know, made it a little more interesting. Yeah.
You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
And he was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight.
Can we see that again? Yep. Someone got him in the head.
Yet something or someone stopped him.
That'll do it.
He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway.
I don't know. Is this luck? To get both of those? Have you been playing Subnautica, or is this going to be the first time? This is going to be like the 6th or 7th stream of it, I want to say. Also a follower request. So yeah, I feel like I'm just now getting into the game. Like, I was kind of lost for a while. Have you played Subnautica?
Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Why was fucking wiring in quotes? Is that a reference to something? Is that a famous
Sarah.
line I don't know?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
It's up there with,
Misery loves company,
you had me at hello.
especially in the Force.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Is she
Fucking
your
wiring.
liaison?
I'm off duty.
Right.
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption.
Tried 4 times and never made it past the 2-hour mark. I was having that trouble. I kept, like, just floundering around, you know? Like,
Couldn't he just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like
But-
the rest of us?
oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah, now I'm confident. The senator definitely didn't want a placard with their name on it at this kind of place, right? Oh gee, yeah, we're gonna show it all. Huh, okay. Yes, we need to examine it for it's my detective work. This is work.
It's high time to
that's why I'm
die
doing this.
indeed.
I have to be thorough. You know, look, this might be a clue. That could be a clue. This might also be a clue. Maybe not, but we just had to, you know, be certain.
Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos.
I noticed your English subtitles use bleeps when you curse, but the Japanese doesn't seem to. What gives? Huh. You know, I don't really pay attention to them very often. Let's test it. Fucking wiring. Got it that time. A lot of times, I guess because, like, Japanese has fewer, like, bespoke swears. Yeah, it did. So a lot of times it'll just get translated to, like,
They slaughtered him,
so,
let
or
him for
like,
fun.
you know? like more acceptable terms.
Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend.
It didn't last time. Yeah, I'll try and pay attention. Let me know next time I start up with my potty mouth, and we'll see what it's doing.
Pretty much everyone here knows each other.
They use so for everything. That's the thing, like, if you're watching anime or something like that, the subtitles be like, you bastard, fuck you, or whatever. You know, there'd be all kinds of stuff, and then you just, like, if you're listening, it's like, oh no, it's just like, teme, and so, again and again. Shine, stuff like that.
Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world.
I see Damos,
Turns
though.
out that they're all on one
Blast!
payroll.
Blast it! Back in my day, we used to blast. No, that's not. It had me right where I wanted to be. Okay, wait. Kisama. Yeah, just really like very rude second person pronouns. Yeah. Oh, here. Gotta get the feets. No. Gotta get the blood.
Blood trail. And anything else?
I mean, he uses Sama. Yeah. It's respectful then, right? You know, I had this. I didn't know. I thought omae would be more respectful than like anata. I used it once and then quickly found out like, oh, now that I'm reading the room, that was not the phrase she used, but I thought like, oh, omae, right? I didn't know the conventions. I was like, well, it has an O in front of it. That's usually an honorific. So, is that? But no, that's not a way to address your boss or anybody else. What are we looking for here? Oh, here.
The wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range. How did it all start? Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you stood on the right side. I thought you might be worth the risk.
How fucking kind of you.
I was on the right side because I stole that scotch. That's always the right side. I was trying to take the money too. I was trying. The game wouldn't let me. So it just burnt up. All those hundreds, now ash.
I think I'm getting the picture. It's not about sex.
About what then?
About culture, obviously.
Yeah, that's what we were watching Culture over there. That's Culture. Nothing new here. Although do you refer to people as kohai and senpai? I've used the phrase. Sure, I don't use it a lot. Just because I'm a teacher, so I don't really have a lot of senpais. I have like shacho or encho sensei. Like basically, I have like the higher up. I would use like their specific, like their role in where I work, like their role in the school, than just a senpai. You know. And like for other teachers, I just would use sensei in their name, like because they're not really over me. You know, I'm like in a different department. I'm really just like on my own in the English department. You know, it's just me.
Drake Star. I thought thought he was using a different body. The actor and the senator's husband. They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
It's an expensive fetish.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, right? Like, yes, if you are able to change your body like that would be a new fetish or just like a new thrill-seeking opportunity, right? Like to experience death, because you just transfer your consciousness over, right? I do like the level to which they're exploring all of the aspects of what it means to be able to change bodies. I didn't realize it was permanent now. I thought you were bouncing around. Oh, I still bounce around. Like, I'm at all different schools, but they all, like, I'm the only... There's, like, one school that has another English teacher. I guess there's two of them. But I'm actually the senior English teacher at both of those. They explore that idea in Cyberpunk 2077. They do. There's a couple of cool things here. I don't remember being in Cyberpunk where they talk about having, like, familiarization parties. Where, like, you get a flyer to come to my familiarization party. I'm in a new body. I'm in a new shell. So come get reacquainted with me in this new physical form. So you know to look out for me on the street from here on out, you know? And I thought that was a cool idea. But that might... Was that in Cyberpunk?
Same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush.
Oh, that's
He
so
could have left
strange.
additional bullet marks. That kind of
I thought that was a cool
trail to
idea.
Figure out where he was firing from.
There's some cool ideas in this game. The world is goofy because it's like a retrofuturism thing. So like if you really want to get critical, a lot of it doesn't make sense. Like why this technology and not that technology? I would assume people would not announce that. Well, the thing is, in this society, it's actually mandatory. It's like signing up for the draft. You have to sign up for the body lottery, basically, but then you have to be rich enough, wealthy enough to afford to transfer. So it's just a way to get like poor people in the system, so that you have more bodies to throw into the pool. You know what I mean? They never have any hope of doing it themselves. So it's like a regular thing. Like all the characters are like over 100 years old, most of them anyway.
It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position.
And like the character we're playing as, whoever had his body before him had addiction, and like he has the idea that maybe they used to shoot up in the bathroom because whenever he goes to the toilet he has attacks. There's like something deep in his bodily memory that, oh, this is the place where we do that. There's some piece of fiction with a suicide lottery. What is that? Where overpopulation is too high? Are you just talking about... Oh, no, wait, you're talking about suicide lottery? Because there's The Lottery by Shirley Jackson, right? Where the whole town comes out and... spoiler alert. 3, 2, 1. That's The Lottery, right? You don't know until the end when they just stone a random person in the town to death, right? Is that what you're talking about? I think it's Shirley Jackson.
Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sarah of yours?
It's where you enter yourself into it and earn money based on the number of times you enter. Oh, I don't know this one then. So that's a little different than what I was thinking of. Oh, I just need to scan you for longer. What? There we go. To like support your family. Huh. Okay. I guess there are a lot of variations on that idea, right? Like Squid Games, maybe most recently. I know it's a game called Status or Stasis Bone Totem. I don't know this one. Okay.
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star. Looks like you almost bled out before you shot it.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds.
The writing is outstanding. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. The character the most interesting fictional being I've seen in ages, really.
Different blood types.
Presumably,
I wonder what my answer to that would be.
Senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her, she was bleeding like hell. The Senator used them as a shield.
So that's how y'all do it. Like that's the, yeah? That's the new fetish, right? So when
She
the
gets
climax,
hit
you
and
just
plays dead. Smart move.
die, and then you get a new body. Wow, what a thrill. This reminds me a bit of Call of Cthulhu. Oh, I can see that. Yeah, just the general, especially the character, like the voice acting, the general vibe. This would be cool in VR. Yeah, yeah, it would.
Was she trying to escape?
I can. I don't want to go over here. Whoops. Gotta get, oh, there it is. Okay.
Ritual toy. Sharp. The Senator must have held it. Drake's blood. And maybe yours too.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine.
Twist wrist to move time back and forth. That would be neat. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She was always ready to fight. That's why people believed in her.
Let's get a different. Whoa, am I stuck? I am. There we go. Okay.
Was she waiting for her moment?
Can they add to their bodies, like have a gill system installed? Yeah, no, it's not about like bodily modification. It's just about. In fact, I don't think they really have much technology because the whole one big part of the society is like apparently it's illegal. Until now, it wasn't clear. I thought they were just trying to discourage it, but I guess it's prohibition. But they don't want you to smoke or like drink or do anything that's going to damage the physical shell because the idea is like this body is going to be passed along to somebody else. You need to keep it tip top. You have to like get regular screenings and you know, it's basically like enforced through law to take care of your physical body. So yeah, it's just about
O negative blood.
transferring
It's a different
consciousness.
type. She surprised you?
No, I'm trying to. There we go.
Ton of lead. And burned skin. They had to struggle, but he had the upper hand. A 9mm beats a piece of steel.
It's wealthy people transferring old bodies to young. Yeah, it's basically just the wealthy that have enough money to do it. That's why, like, he was talking about how this is an expensive fetish, but, like, this would be what the wealthy would start to do. Like, oh, we have the money to transfer bodies more regularly, so let's just, like, have a new thing where we just fuck until we die. Or, like, kill our, like, die or get killed or something in the act, because then we just get a new body, you know? But yeah. So they basically make everyone sign up for the pool. Everyone has the
Else get your attention?
right, the theoretical ability to do it themselves, but it's cost prohibitive, right? But killing cancer, just pay for a new one, right? Yeah. Look, the wealthy have a way to get through it, and that's what really matters. So society's good. Let's just we don't need to worry about these other things anymore. We have a way to get around it all for all of our favorite citizens.
She almost gets you.
I guess you're on her side.
I can tell you that if she got you, she'd have my vote. Broken ribs. You crushed her when you fell on her, and she still didn't give up.
You underestimate me.
Yeah, I mean, look, seriously, what a sequence of events. She's just like wasting no time. I'm up. I'm after it. I've got you. You're throwing me down. I'm back up again. Damn. Okay.
At least I understand the low position you shot Blagojevich from. And remember, Kate is shot in this direction. Good to know that not everything goes your way.
It's going great. Trust me.
So you scurried away like a cockroach.
It seems to be, yeah, technological. There's not a whole lot of spirituality in this world. I haven't seen that dimension thus far.
Same weapon? Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadus. A bullet from a revolver. Probably Cadus's. I wonder how that got here. They almost got you. You had to find a way. And you did. Real fancy.
I wish games like RE really hid stuff in the items more. They do, but it's obvious. Oh, yeah. I remember as a kid that being like sort of a mind-blowing revelation. Like, wait, if I spin this key around, there's something on the back, you know? Back then it felt that way. Because it was like a new idea to me. But, yeah. It's a different world now.
You were lucky as fuck.
Don't underestimate me.
I wouldn't dare. How long have you been planning to kill that chandelier?
You know, we criticized him for not being a good shot before, but look at what he's been
Lucky.
through.
But respect where it's due.
That was a hell of
Also
a shot.
really good shot.
Yeah.
You made it. But I'd like to see your face after that. Your real face. Covered in blood and drool, twisted in fear.
Think it was any different than yours when you came in here?
You're always watching me, aren't you? Monitoring? You watching me with cameras? The holograms. Somehow they were recorded. These holograms must be stored somewhere. There must be some tapes here. Where?
Where, oh where? Yeah, it was mind-blowing then. By the way, do you remember when everyone being obsessed with Battlefront for a while? Yeah, those were the days. We got ads in 3 minutes. I saw that retro collection, like what is it, Classic Battlefront, come out. That was earlier this year, right? Not too long ago.
She was fascinating. You felt like she was always rooting for you. Sports buff. A true journalist. Cut down by a psychopath.
Oh, no. I thought you were something else. Alright, so we need to find this camera. If I were a camera...
When they're incognito, it's easier for them to open up to sensations.
You're just playing locally, right? Not online? I don't remember ever playing Battlefront online back in the day. There's that camera.
Billy Coriaci. She wins the Best Actress award year
I only knew a
after
few people
year.
had the broadband adapter. Yeah, same.
Boring already.
They want you to believe that she's brilliant. They say it's not even Coriaci anymore.
Then who is it? We met in other shells. She played a baseball player, and the director arranged for her to shadow me. Suddenly, Rachel started showing up more often at practice matches.
Here we go. Now we're on to something.
Let's see where you take me.
Alright, we're gonna see where you take me in like a minute. Ads are kicking off. So I'll be back in 1 minute myself. See y'all then. Alright, thanks everybody for hanging around. Let's see where these lead.
Another. This must be a dead end.
Alright, what other options do we have? Oh, wasn't this one? Or maybe because I've... Okay. Checked both of those out. I can't even perceive them anymore, right? I was just trying to... Okay, I like that one. That emote. Alright, what else we got? My favorite emote? It's from Mystery Science Theater 3000. They play 24/7 on Twitch. Huh, okay, that's cool. There are a couple of those. There's a Bob Ross one I've seen. There's a... What else? There's that one AI-generated Seinfeld. I'm trying to remember what it's called. It's just going at all times. Where am I missing this? Where are you? Here. Wait. Oh, I could have followed that. Okay. You fool. How did I not see these before? I don't know. Okay. Perfect place for a camera.
Cables run deeper.
They run deeper.
Fuck. Not now. It's so close.
What does that mean? It seems to be related to the addiction and some of the consequences of that in the body that we've transferred into.
So, Mount Olympus comes
gets these
with a
attacks.
pocket Hades, a frozen hell.
And almost
where
like
people pay
a
the price for the gods' eternal hangover.
Like a desynchronization of his consciousness and the physical form that he's transferred into. Look at this shit. You had all this through that little tiny safe.
I recognize this body. It should belong to an actor with his throat slit. The youngest bodies possible. No certificates.
Gender male, body class A+, age 21, certificate number removed. Special features, large muscle mass, info none. Young and hot. Pandorum. Gender female, body class B+, age 21. No certificate number. Special features, illegal tattoo. Oh yeah, tattoos would be illegal, huh? Anything that permanently alters your body. Yeah. Your future inhabitant might not like it.
Gee, we go back to the beginning. Edward Green. What did you have on him?
Look around. Do you really think anyone would need more than what you see?
Fucking Icarite transmitter.
You want to try it out?
Fuck you.
Especially if you use the Godfather font to say woof. Yeah, that has a very specific fan base, I'm sure. Gender male, body class C+, age 21. Special features, castrated. Okay. Who's getting that one? My retroactive reasoning for that is to match angels with filthy souls. I get it. But it is a lie. Oh, I still need to... Okay. That's why.
Icarite in this one? Age 21. Some unknown kid.
The former owner of the stabbed body.
They're all at the first subscription age. If they didn't pay it, they could lose their bodies. But Icarites... Why isn't anyone looking for them?
Orphanages. That's why Green and Coven funded them so generously. Only until they turned 21, of course.
Motherfuckers.
I read this. Do you want me to read it again? No? Okay.
Green was probably using the recordings for blackmail.
No matter how much evil was around, Green would still grab them by the balls.
Better focus on you. You have your 5 fucking minutes of fame.
I warn you that I may disappoint you.
Wait, what? This is Green. Senator. Attacking his back.
He's the one killing them all. It doesn't make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Did you force him to do it?
How the fuck did you do that? What did you have on him?
That's your job. I don't want to get overly involved. I'm not your cheap little slum secretary, Sarah Kai.
What? How the fuck did you get her full name?
Did you think you're the only one I spend time with?
Oh, shit.
Sarah? You there? Fuck. I've restored the power. That should work. If you do anything to her, I'll find you and take you apart piece by piece.
Don't keep me waiting.
Still pissed my mic doesn't work and yours does. I don't get it. I don't know. Is it an audio box? Did you get a different audio box? Is that what the difference is? Alright. Let's go save Sarah. Bot identify everything? I don't know. It sucks you're still having issues.
Just wondering. Since you saw what Green's guests were capable of,
What's going on now?
will you trap their souls in rotting bodies?
Fuck you.
Or will you let them return to Olympus like nothing happened?
What did you do to her?
This much gel could blow up the Senate.
You can punish them.
I will find I'm not green. You can't buy me.
I want everyone to see what I just saw.
The silence in my earpiece was even more overwhelming than my own stupidity. When I was gallivanting in hell, the murderer emerged from there to get Sarah.
Kind of fixed it, but needed to use a lot of OBS filters. Lowered the gain on the physical box. Upped it internally. It's kind of okay now. Okay. I'm glad you're finding a workaround.
I let myself be tricked like this. Revolved around you, idiot. Says not to fucking with you. Remember that already.
Liberty Island, Manhattan.
Where she lived, not how she lived. I would say below poverty line. If not for the fact that I've crossed the poverty line 100 levels up. Somehow I have to find her. Probably even have a bar here. Focus, James. Sarah needs electricity. And lots of it. These converters look new. Let's see.
Pretty decent production here. What's the studio? I don't know. I wasn't even aware of this game. It wasn't on my radar. I hadn't heard of it until Object of Power requested it.
Broken cables for sure won't lead me to her.
I'll have to check that.
These cables come out of the converter. Sarah, where
Yeah, it's very
were
pretty.
you?
There's some very cool areas. Just like sitting outside your window and looking at the flying cars. Like the traffic between these towering buildings. And it's all got like that cool, like Art Deco era of architecture, you know? I like it.
Doesn't seem connected to the net. Damn it. Electric current powers up the antenna. Must be operational. Sarah needs to communicate somehow. I need to get a closer look.
They must have been saving those points for a while, and they aren't here. That sucks. Oh, they're watching. Been mostly lurking the last couple streams.
Lady Liberty, down in the dirt. At least she stayed right here with her people. No one else did.
Usually when someone requests a game, I like message them before starting to make sure it's a good time.
Straws the most.
Gotta get closer.
Has to be here. I hope I'm not too late.
Coffee is life.
Sarah?
No argument there. The last house on the right.
The murderer wanted to pull me into a maze, get me drunk with fear. But I had nothing to lose, and had been drunk already for a week. What
Go
is this
away.
place?
Wait. Don't do it. Don't do it. I thought we were over this. Well, we're gonna get over it now.
Fuck!
I've been trying to train him at those moments. Usually it gives me a choice. Like, no, just get out the flask. Do it that way. Sarah. Whoa.
You thought I'd be an easy target?
Police! Don't shoot! Put the gun down, now!
Right. Then we live happily ever after.
What do you really want?
For you to realize you're making a huge mistake.
What have you done to her? Talk!
Drop your weapon and get out. I'm counting to 3. 1.
Let's settle this one-on-one!
Great shot. I wasn't ready to take control. This is my first time. It's the first time you've let me do something.
James, can you hear me?
But did I actually have a chance there?
What the fuck?
Did I have a shot?
Okay. Cool it now. It's me, Sarah. We're good. Just relax.
Sarah, you look like shit.
Yeah, back at ya. You're goddamn lucky I missed. I thought some junkie broke into my house. I'm almost finished stitching you up.
Could you almost finish faster?
How'd you find me?
You know I'm a detective, right?
I didn't think anyone would bother trying to find me.
Ow, 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 ow.
Stay still. Why did you come here?
we lost contact. I thought he got you.
So that's why you busted in here like a psycho on a hunch?
A little more than a hunch.
Meaning?
I have some questions too. One, actually. You should be in your first shell. The comfortable and efficient one. What the hell have you gotten yourself into? And you're smoking too. Someone's fallen into bad company.
His body must have been through half a century of addiction. It'll drop dead before I get used to it.
So, are you going to tell me where you got it?
My family thinks I'm away. I got the best synthesizer, remote work equipment. I didn't have to explain myself to anyone. And then fucking James Kara had to waltz in here and ruin everything.
I'm good at that. So what have you gotten yourself into?
It's a long story and complicated.
Good thing I'm a professional at complicated stories. Talk.
I didn't want to, but I had no choice. I did something sketchy, but otherwise...
It's all right. You can trust me.
Okay. I rented my body on the black market.
You, the body department liaison.
Oh, look who's holier than fuck.
What fucking emotions management issues?
James Kara, tips for cooperation. Not to mention the wife. Don't argue. Distract him. He abuses alcohol. The problem of emotion management.
A locator. Some perfectly innocent stalking. What an eyesore.
Did you say anything?
No, nothing. Lovely sculptures.
Citizens, I assure you we care about the environment as much as we care about the development and availability of Icarite technology. And so, as your president, I promise you this. On Mother Earth Day, April 22nd, 2088, we will reconstruct every plant down to the smallest and make cities bloom again. Not out of town, not in museums, right here on Liberty Island. I give you my word as president. The symbol of America will grow among proud trees. I see the future, and I give you my word, our future is green.
bioresurrection. Scientists have painstakingly developed a formula of plant nutrients, which can resurrect
Another one.
any plant, even with the smallest amount of sunlight. Soon, living museums will bloom again.
Frozen Memories. Research by an independent scientist and social activist, B. Chalmers, proves that memory disorders increase in proportion to each year spent in the memory bank. CTC Director George Boyle declined to comment. Unofficial sources say authorities have initiated proceedings against Chalmers. Fearing censorship. Okay, we need to make a decision. Let's go Chalmers. Chalmers is publishing his research in our newspaper. Identity at risk. Professors R. Praffett and D. Sinburn argue that Icarite transplantation does not guarantee continuity of identity. The Icarite rebuilds a functional organization specific to the functioning of each individual in a new body, recreating it only to the extent that the new biological environment allows it. This is why synchronization is so difficult for some people. Dreaming Icarites. Memory bank scans by an activist group that wishes to remain anonymous showed traces of frozen Icarite activity. Does this mean that even disembodied Icarites can feel or think? Can they dream? Do Icarites dream of electric sheep?
Those mushrooms are funny.
James, you sound like you already took a nibble of one. Oh, what's on the menu? What do we got? Is it the same shit? I think it is. Yeah. Dust Sturger with Chanky bread, ham salad jelly, shroom madness with surprise, juice berries, big X, glassy classy. I think I'm still going with the Chanky burger, or the Chanky bread. With the, where's the shake? The shady shake. There we go. Any more graffiti to find? I found 2.
Green Bay. Acid rains ravaging our planet will not cause the extinction of the flora. The new project involves collecting bulbs in seas and temporarily creating holographic facsimiles.
We got another one. What's going on with these? Clues. This is where we fell in. Okay. And we're back. Full circle. Okay, let's talk to Sarah.
What are these figurines?
They're memories. I've read that after an Icarite transplant, especially an illegal one, some can be lost. That one's the most valuable. One night, when the acid rain was bad, Taylor and I hid upstairs, where you came in. Back then, it was just a 2 by 3 foot hole that ended in a wall of rubble. Instead of sitting in the cold with their teeth chattering like any normal person, Taylor started fiddling with the flashlight. And And then something flashed in the pile of rubble, so we started digging. And we dug until we unearthed this little Statue of Liberty figurine. It was beaten up, but looked valuable. And we fenced it right away. And we came back here hoping to find more.
Who's Taylor?
Greatest treasure in this film. We found out there used to be a museum here. So we dug more. Day after day, till our hands were bloody. We kept digging for normal people. Portrait of misery, desperation, but for Taylor, we were adventurers on a fucking treasure hunt. We glued, fixed, and sold everything we found. Would you believe we excavated this whole place like a pair of underage slum archaeologists?
Must have taken a while.
Almost 5 years, but it was our livelihood. We were dirt poor and surrounded by dirt. We felt rich. At least until Taylor tricked me. 8 years ago, give or take a few days.
Sister?
No. We were in love. I remember exactly when she tricked me, because it was when I turned 21. Her subscription. And Taylor paid for it for me. She did it behind my fucking back.
Missing.
After a month, her subscription expired. And we were broke. There was no one to help her. She wound up in the bank. And the body went to auction. And that's why I have to get her out. No matter what it takes. You get it now?
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Got any ambrosia anywhere? Anything higher octane?
I'll pour us something. Or you can also help yourself to ambrosia in the bedroom.
Ten Secrets of Recycled Art. Elegance and simplicity. For your new house, Esperanza chair, $400. Herlihy & Sons, the best quality art supplies for hobbyists and professionals. 10% discount on your first buy. This is very thick. No way, yeah, I was like, it's a flyer, but no, it's not. It's some kind of brochure. Like a little pamphlet, I guess. What are we reading? Medium Avum? Synchronization, the key to happiness. We have already discovered the key to eternal life. Now it's time for the key to eternal happiness. What's the book you're holding? Jane Salma, an expert in psychology and psychiatry, whose famous statement, "Synchronization is all that really matters," reveals the secrets to deepening the synchronization process and achieving eternal happiness.
Blood tests. From the beginning of the month.
Blood test results. Jane Salma, body number redacted. Body age 29. Date drawn 10/1/23/29. Date received 10/1/23/29. Date of report 10/3/23/29. Department of Mortality. Body confiscation of 12/20/23/21. Taylor Adams. Icarite will be delivered to the memory bank immediately. Row 731W, Freezer 77329J. Where'd you go? Here we go.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me.
Wish they would.
Mine don't fade. They haunt me. More literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Our job sucks, huh?
At least it slightly improves your chance of survival.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
But not so easy with me, right?
Would you rather end up reconstructing the Icarite?
They probably wouldn't bother trying to save me at this point. What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
I got nothing. Oh.
Bottoms up. To honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
I've missed so much. Are you just popping in? Sorry, I guess... I thought maybe you were lurking until now, because you said you were gonna... Okay, let me catch you up then. Sorry about that. We broke in. We were back at the initial crime scene. Need to watch the archive. Basically, like, this is Sarah. On the other end of the line till now, you know. So what she's trying to do is basically... She's in love with a woman named Taylor, whose body has been put in the bank. She's trying to get her out. So we're here at Liberty Island where she's kind of hunkered down. Yeah.
What are you renting the body for?
Right, she's renting her body out.
Some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Ugh, calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
And the locator?
You're always snooping. But, yeah, I had a transmitter sewn into my original body just in case they wouldn't give it back to me.
she there the night of Green's murder or not?
She was on schedule. The time of the visit left no doubt.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
Alright. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? Current model.
Solma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We could scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist. And you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
I can't tell good from bad. Especially in this fucked up world. But if someone matters to you, you fight. Screw the cost.
Well, thanks. I guess.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Nobody wants to die anymore. These millennials, they don't want to die anymore. Many are saying this. It's all that avocado toast. Fight, how you doing? Welcome in.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more
Just chilling?
question. A basic one.
How'd the rest of your design work go?
Why
Translation.
don't you tell me why you stormed
That was
in
pretty
here
cool to
like
watch.
a lunatic?
I told you, I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Does it
Hey,
happen
Emissary,
to
thank you so
long
much for the
time?
subscription. Thank you. 12 months.
No.
It's been a year. Man,
In the meantime, I'll summarize the
hell
red
yeah.
room for you.
So appreciated.
Red
Thank you,
Room?
thank you.
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
Was it 1 year ago that I was playing
I can't
Omicron the
believe
Nomad Soul? My
All
god.
this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start?
It went
James,
well.
I
Just a few
managed
more
to
files
get
to
what
clean
was
up
in
before the
Green's
next
safe.
batch.
There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty
How many batches are there?
unusual.
Upload.
Just got home from work, away from keyboard while I make dinner. I'm glad to have you. Goal is to finish this up and do some Subnautica before I go to work. Probably do another design stream this week. Nice. I'll have to pop in and see. I'd like to see more of that process. I was kind of I've always been curious how those like fan translations go. Alright, so Green had an illegal consciousness transfer machine. Kept it in a secret room under the floor. Actually, Object of Power, this might catch you up, alright. So yeah, we went back to Green's, found there was like a hidden power source with like cables running to the safe. So like The cops had been there and cleaned out the safe, but they didn't realize that the safe was just a front for an even greater set of mysteries and treasures. It was the illegal consciousness transfer machine, kept in a secret room under the foyer. Ouroboros? Ouroboros. So I know that. Okay. The modus operandi of a murderer. Symbols and dates, one carved half a century ago, the other freshly painted, both coinciding with the dates of Green's and Kovalev's final deaths. Monitoring recordings. Yeah, so we down in that facility, actually, in between the transfer facility and upstairs, there was like a kind of like a speakeasy secret kind of orgy club where senators were going to get into some sexy shenanigans. Maybe 5 batches of design work. Okay. Did you knock out one yesterday? Was that the first one? Recordings of Green's massacre. Afterward, you can see he took a lift up by himself and hung himself from the tree, but he acted like someone was there with him. Lots of failed attempts to save the current system. Icarus Lounge. Famous Boyle and fucking Park plotted in the same lounge with Roy from the stadiums and Miller from the security company. Salma's recorder. Recording of synchro test conversations between Salma and Green. The politician's predictions didn't bode well. A combative senator, a lecherous governor, a media magnate, an influential group. They plotted to distract the little people and diffuse unrest. Yeah, that was a single batch? Okay. TV people, a group of journalists and celebrities from the Red Room, all delivering the same message through screens. Orphanages. Green's orphanages were secretly body farms for him and the other sick fucks. Okay.
His own transfer machine. I can't even get my shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing.
How do you deal with that kind of desynchro?
And how do you deal with it?
I don't know if I'm the best example.
So there was no extra body or Icarite in the machine at the time of the shootout, but Green frequently swapped minds. Did he have any problems with it?
I learned this was the plan for the
this
next
isn't right.
100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have in this system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
Unclear interference. Green doesn't act like himself in the recordings. The machine added to his desynchronization, but he didn't use it on the night of the incident. Do we have any reason to think someone tampered with his psyche?
How did you describe it?
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Under the influence. There's no sign anyone there had done a consciousness swap. The level of Green's desynchronization, along with the recordings, show he wasn't fully in control of himself. Let's put this over here out of the way. So what was the point of a plot that linked Green's case to the Icarus shooting?
Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
How about this one?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's assume that this was his motive. What's next?
If all his plans to save the current system had failed, what was his next move?
getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there? Apart from the obvious.
Together, they worked on how to calm the riots, how to use the Fourth Estate. Who knows if they would have failed.
Dickheads.
They're major players, but NYC politics has too many pillars for their temporary loss to have much impact. What's missing in the big picture?
I still don't get that part of the story.
No.
When I think that they really use the... You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
For Green, the killing of the bodies of both those owners meant critical mass. With fewer people in the city having real power, there was no way to hold back the spread of chaos. Why did Green have to die? The situation created a political vacuum, perfect for someone who wanted to seize
Since
power.
the most influential players are more or less dead,
That's
their
not
seats
it.
are up for grabs.
Wait. If someone could influence Green, it's possible they could control someone else too. Let's read all this. Green's shadow. Green was a key player in the intrigue, which was about burning Rome. And then I had this one before. Maybe this one?
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Green was the last person who could stop the spreading chaos.
I wonder if his death was a crime of passion, or if it was planned.
Cut threads. Killing Green was the last straw to destabilize this town. But why now, in the middle of everything, instead of pulling strings to the bitter end?
Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that.
Not that one. Maybe this one? Maybe not that one. There we go. Destroying the world order takes a plan carried out over decades, but Green died before he finished the job. Was that his doing or the killers? Which one was pulling the strings?
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Always had a thing for crime mysteries, so...
Sure, who doesn't?
We got ads in a
Is
few.
that all?
Well, I guess I had some ideals, too. I believed in justice. Then shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
Come on, grow up. Who asks questions like that? Especially after all the shit we've seen. Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another
Damn
harvest on
deviants.
Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his
I don't want
next
to cook some
step?
having Chinese delivered? Oh
Motherfucker
man, what'd you
leaves no
get?
trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know
Chicken and
the
beef
answer.
teriyaki, garlic beef,
Damn
peppered
you.
steak. Ooh, man, nice
Hang
choices.
on.
That sounds
I
good.
have to...
When will be lunch tomorrow? I haven't decided which.
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah, thanks.
Okay, ads are kicking off, so this might be a good place to give it a quick pause. Be back in a minute. See y'all then. Thanks everybody for hanging around. Let's get out of here and enjoy this synthetic sun. Just as nice as the real thing, right? Did you finish my Subnautica art? Honestly, no, I haven't started, but I'm sorry. I know it's been such a long time, really. I'm really sorry. I wanted to play more of the game until I had an idea, and I finally had an idea. Unless you have a request for something specific in Subnautica, I kept waiting, like, I haven't seen anything that's like inspired me yet, you know, but last stream or like 2 streams back I finally saw what it is, so I will get it going here. I don't want to be too specific. I got an idea then, so I'll be doing that soon. Thank you for waiting patiently, and I got the other piece here ready to, as soon as I get that, ship it out to you.
Rachel,
I'm also interested in what strikes you the most. just wasn't sure, like, am I gonna do it with ink, or I have some Copic markers, but I don't have a lot of experience with Copic markers. I've only done a couple pieces with them, so I don't know if it would turn out well. But maybe it's time to find out. I like watching people play to get their perspective of Subnautica.
Rachel!
Yeah, I wonder if I should hold off a little longer. I don't know. I keep like something's
Looking
up.
in
I
the
don't really know
mirror
what's
at
going on with that
yourself.
world yet. But
Sometimes
there's
the scariest thing
I found
imaginable.
a couple documents
But it
that have
was
me starting to
time
wonder.
Face myself on my own
There's a lot more to it
without dragging
than I thought.
anyone else down.
Something about like players like in a game. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that information yet.
Right? Consider your drawing here the greeting farewell location, Central Park. Everyone in the area is asked to leave the area for their own safety and security, according to the police.
Dude, are you there? Hello? This guy looks shady. He's connected. Oh, this guy's cool. Wait for me. We'll get it sorted together.
Seth?
Who else, genius? The voice of your conscience?
I have one of those.
Don't go. This is no ordinary schmuck who slings packages in the street. I just entered the initials and Hestia asked, am I satisfied with my work? They're calling from the top about it. This will end worse than usual.
I'll lean on him and get something. I'll find out what happened.
Fine. But what if you don't?
I will. Whatever it takes.
I can't cover your ass if you do this. Jake!
We just received word of gunshots in Central Park. The crowd is panicking.
You need to clean your car. Yeah, I do. I need to clean a lot. Maybe myself. First things first. More so than the car. Farewell to a great man. Farewell to a great man. Over the past few days, more and more of the city has been besieged by protests about the reduction of the age of free subscription. However, Commissioner C. Steiner assures that Central Park will be properly secured during this farewell ceremony for the venerable Edward Green. It is the first ceremony of this type and of this rank for over a century, so it should be expected that many others will attend in addition to family. Unfortunately, however, only the elite will have access to the ceremony upon presentation of a special, previously sent invitation. See page 2 for the funeral schedule. Also, see a doctor about your left hand? Yeah. And maybe, I don't know. The way we are taking our pills. Has anyone ever done this? You just take you pop open the top and just knock it back like this? I've never once taken a pill of anything that way. I think that's also a worrying sign. The wrath of New York. The citizens of New York will not be silenced this time. They still besiege the streets and demand their rights. The initially peaceful protests slowly turned into riots. There were several casualties with the police, resulting in at least 7 people being taken to the CTC, and more than a dozen injured. Some speculate that the destruction of Icarus was one of the first manifestations of opposition to the city's elite over changes to the minimum age for free body subscriptions. Will the police have enough men to guard our streets? At the same time, a significant part of the force is assigned to provide security for Edward Green's farewell ceremony. Read on pages 3 to 4. Friday the 24th of October. Acid rain continues. Meteorologists are announcing an increase in rainfall, and citizens are strictly advised to stay home out of concern for the health of their bodies. Anything new in the car that we can play with? All these... I want to like flick some more knobs or switches or something, you know? Nothing. Alright. Guess we'll go.
Truth is said to heal. The problem with this statement is that there are only 2 kinds of medicine that work. Those with an awful taste and narcotics.
I like the graphics, but I hate walking simulators. I remember that you really don't like this genre. It's not a favorite of mine either. I think the only one that I've ever really liked was What Remains of Edith Finch. But yeah, I don't know. It's like I like the reconstruction segments in this game. Like, it's more than just the walking simulator, because you do have that going on, and those are cool, but like that's the main gameplay segment. And I don't know. I'm still wondering, like, is this gonna amount to, is it gonna be worth it in the end? I don't know that it will be. Subscription unpaid. All citizens are obliged to abide by the general rules of use as defined by the Code of Bodies under penalty of a fine, imprisonment, and/or loss of access to the aforementioned body. My favorite thing thus far has just been like the little fun explorations of like the world building, you know? Like, what does a society like this look like, and like getting into just the minutia of it. That's all really cool. The art design, like environmental design, that's all great. Looks very pretty. So there's a lot here I like, but then the actual mystery, I don't know. I'm like I'm not like that invested, to be honest. I'm, you know, kind of invested in now. We're trying to actually save somebody, you know, in Taylor and Sarah's love, but I don't know. It's like everyone's a cliche, you know, and these archetypes do have inherent power. That's why they get reused a lot in genre fiction, but they're not really doing anything. Like, keep waiting, like, are we going to develop James a little more? Like, no, he's just a hard-drinking investigator with trauma and a dead wife, and sort of like a jaded outlook on the world. It's like, yeah, I've seen this hundreds of times, you know?
James,
I don't think we're really taking it any farther than that.
But remember, in this place, desynchro can be deadly. Got any symptoms yet?
Thanks. Never felt better.
So I think within a walking simulator, it's more like that stuff is more of a glaring problem, right? Because it's not like, well, I'll put up with the cliches and because the gameplay is good. Like,
number plate.
No, the story is more important than ever.
Car. I take it as a souvenir for him. But maybe it's better not to mention the accident.
But it is an experience I'm glad I'm having. I think it is worth playing through. As long as you don't hate walking simulators. It wouldn't be worth it for you.
I can't see anything.
I like Soma,
Do you
but
think there are any traces left?
oh, it's like Soma
after
with
all
no
this time?
monsters? I don't know. I haven't played Soma.
Oh my, not one
Frederick
big
requested
lead.
it, so we're going to play it soon. Yeah, I don't know that one. I've heard good things, though. See, like, even stuff like this, like, why can't I just pop this open and look inside? You know, there's, like, been, like, even little things. Like, I folded up a flyer when I was, like, sitting out my window and, like, turned it into a paper airplane, and then, like, it was just a cutscene. Like, I threw it away. Like, even a little thing like that, like, it never gives me control, even over, like, little trivial things that, like, well, that would be at least something for me to do as the player. Like, you need to be looking for every opportunity to give me a little control over it, or just something, you know? Like, make it as interesting as possible within the framework of a walking simulator, but it's just not taking those opportunities, you know?
Most of the blood evaporated in the fire. Maybe the UV will detect something.
There are a lot of games I would never have played if it wasn't for Twitch. Really? What are some of them, if you feel like sharing? Phasma. Oh, okay.
No ticket jokes, conductor? Anything?
That motherfucker had to shoot everyone. So many bodies lost.
What?
The concept sounded
Can't I
stupid.
remember anything?
Watching people play on Twitch changed my mind. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I only streamed it one time. It's the only time I've ever played it. It was like a collaboration stream I did last year. but a very cool game.
Rachel had a similar one. She recorded lectures with it.
I do just love, yeah, the art design and just like the objects in this world. They're great. I just love this aesthetic.
Oh no. What? No, please! I'm begging you!
Lethal Company I don't really know anything about. I've heard the name, but I don't really even know what kind of game it is. Co-op horror game? Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was horror.
There's something here. I have to check it out. Some bodies were permanently damaged. The frame looks shot through. I'll check it. Looks familiar. It fits my gun. Did I? No. I don't have enough information to reconstruct. Refusal of body credit. This guy just hit the memory bank from here.
Probably like most of the victims.
There was a major firefight here before the derailment. I'll check where the shooter was. So many different people. Shoe print.
Is it
I was ankle deep in blood. This is mine.
James?
I need to look for more evidence.
I don't know if reconstructing is a good idea.
Okay, so yeah, now I keep wondering, like, until now, I thought all this stuff was like salt and sugar, like, yeah, the white death. Don't put this stuff in your body. But how much of this is actually, like, illegal? Because I was very surprised to hear it was like an outright prohibition. Based on how openly, I don't know, it's hard to say because I'm like sort of, I'm never really out in public around other people, you know, I'm just at these murder scenes by myself. But I got the sense that like people were drinking out in the open, but I guess not.
Looks like he was standing around here somewhere. I already have a lot of data. I'm going to reconstruct.
James, think again. The reconstructor will try to use your memories because you were there.
It'll be fine, Sarah.
No, you won't. Wait. James, wait for me. I'll be back in a moment. I have something. I'll explain later.
The hell? What's going on?
We'll get through this difficult moment together. Can't remember? I'll tell you what happened.
I was chasing a dealer who was running away in the crowd.
You shot up those people.
Oh!
wasn't me.
He overwrites my memories.
What does he know about the train?
From a synchro test? Is this how he brings out memories?
Get out of my head!
Are you alive? Is that Penny's blood?
Killer uses your memories against you, like a parasite. Squeezes into gaps left by the D-Syncs and modifies them.
I don't know. He hacked synchro tests and finds out everything? He does it somehow.
Run away from there. Come home and we'll talk about it. Don't reconstruct any further, understand? I can't be with you now.
What?
I'll explain later. My body is in trouble. Okay? Over and out.
Why do people keep leaving you? I need to get to the next car.
Did you ever watch the movie Surrogates? Yeah, I had a thought of that, like a memory of that movie, once or twice while playing this. Actually, I don't really remember the movie that well. I remember the sort of the foundational idea behind it, but honestly, I can't really recall too much about it. Did you like it? I like the idea more than the movie itself. I think that's why I kind of remember some like vague scenes and like the idea, but I don't really even remember like what everybody was doing and for what reason. I think it's something similar here. I think Bruce Willis carried the movie. In his later years, he definitely was doing a lot of that, right? Probably would have flopped without him. Yeah. Yeah, he, not that this one was, but he ended up in a bunch of stinkers, you know, later on. He was the selling point on a lot of stuff.
As long as you don't get consumed by frustration.
You've already learned it once. This time it will be faster. Oh yeah, interesting. Right. It's like you kind of know how to play guitar, but you don't have the muscle memory if you change bodies, you know? You have to like retrain. But it would be faster? But you might just not have the dexterity, you know? You wouldn't, I guess. Hands might be smaller. Any number of things.
What's going on?
Did you know that in the last synchro test I talked about us? I understood that you would never accept my decision. Life ends. Even memories fade away. Nothing else will happen. We tried. I know. We were stupid. That would be wrong. We would be bad people. We really are. Because we're still alive.
She would never. It's my own fears feeding on her death. Reconstructing this is gonna be Sisyphus work. The difference is Sisyphus tried to cheat death, not to immerse himself in it.
River, Adam Drew. 1123 Green Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Wait.
Rachel had one. She wore it until it broke into pieces.
Shopping list. Demer tubes times 14. Premium tubes for guests times 8. Prepare something so it won't get boring. Get laxatives after premium tubes. You know, I'm just thinking, I found this baseball hat, and yeah, they're playing baseball, and we went to a baseball field. That's happening down on the ground. So people do go down to ground level. Yeah? It's not on top of some building somewhere? So if that's the case, it's just all the more goofy that he's like, wait, cars can drive on the ground? Like, what are bicycles? Like, how do people get to the baseball field or stadium or whatever it is? They just land their flying cars? I want to see more of this world. I want to know how some of this stuff's working.
Didn't even have time to yell. A mortal wound. Why can't I remember anything? It's starting to look like a graveyard on wheels.
I'm moving to reconstruction.
James, I don't think you're gonna like what you find.
I had to have a clean shot.
It's the only thing we were missing until now. We gotta have our, when you have your hard drinking, smoking detective, the doll of amnesia, there's only one more thing you need. You gotta have him coughing up blood.
Let's assume that's true. I shot everyone like a madman. What's next?
Have a look.
He's so annoying. You got hit hard. Why didn't he give up? Recognize that car anywhere. Seth had a distinct style. The dealer was standing here somewhere and bleeding. We'll try to reconstruct.
Why did you take her from me? I don't know what's going on. Do you know who I work for? Names! Now! Lunatic! We'll work this out with the boss. I'll shoot down this car and we'll all die. Go ahead. But you're telling me one way or another. Who told you to sell Rachel the poison? What? Who? Who is he? He doesn't know anything. A counter-terrorist team's on the way. He's aiming at the car! Get the fuck out of here! Are you crazy? I'll shoot him down! Why did you do that to Rachel? Go! I want names! This was the last good day of your life. I'm losing control. No. No.
I'm not going in there with you. Our let's run out.
No. I don't want to go in there.
Why not?
Why are you doing this?
You're dragging yourself to the grave.
What the fuck?
You don't understand. All of this has to be over you. Relax and accept the truth.
I'm tired of you being sorry. The world is tired to see you too.
Why do you cling so hard to this pathetic life? It makes no sense. Give it up. I want to help you. Stop. Are you fucking crazy? Want to play with a knife? Do you?
We are cruel. And you're a sadist when you look at me like I can take away your pain.
You always have to make it different. Something good is finally coming to you.
Why did you do this to her? Why did you turn her against me?
Is that what you want to hear? My confession?
Actually, I kind of am tired. We should just get in there.
I can feel your mind getting weaker by the minute.
You motherfucker.
You gave up a long time ago when you had everything. It wasn't part of life to destroy you. Stop it.
James! James! I've been talking to you for 10 minutes! Give me a sign of life. Get in touch immediately. James! Hello? James, I need your help. Selma is, my body's in the middle of a riot and it's in danger. James? Are you okay?
Yeah. But I'll regret this in the morning. I had a bad feeling about all this. A revolution is like an amputation. When it comes too late, it's sure to bring blood and pain, and as likely as not, little else.
James, where are you going?
Don't worry. I'm just below the park. I'll run into our friends in blue. I'm already flying over.
Close all airspace. I repeat, close the airspace over the park. Regroup on 57 and stop it from getting south. I will be there soon.
It's not an easy day to be a police chief.
It's not easy for anyone.
Not have picked a better epitaph for himself if he tried. A forest of fake trees that last forever without actually being alive.
What exactly happened?
All I know is the mob ripped through the police cordon and attacked the rich folks at Green Celebration. James? Are you there? I've lost my vision. Talk to me.
Copy.
James! Oh, you're alive. You okay? Did you get hit hard? James, are you okay?
Think so. I had a hard landing. Port police car crashed near me.
Did you literally run into one of our friends in blue?
There he is! Quick!
Report it. Someone's coming.
He's still breathing! The fucker's hiding!
Back up.
Get him!
One sec.
This guy doesn't have much time.
Don't do anything. I can't risk it right now.
And rip out his Icarite! Leave me alone! Fuck! Another cop? I'll finish
Salma?
She got to the center of the riot. Now she's heading back. Head south and you'll run into her.
How fast is she moving?
Pretty fast and steady. I don't think she's hurt. We don't know if someone's after her.
Another very cool area. I love this.
Shit, they took your plate. An APB for a police car was sent out automatically.
Great.
Save. Don't even have the option. It's all autosave. Where's the there?
Great day for scrap dealers. Not for anyone else.
Eat the rich.
The road's closed. Gotta go around it. I see some kind of statue.
How big?
Pretty fucking big.
Great. Probably the Morai statue from Green's exhibit, where his farewell happened. Head towards it.
I'm trying. Something keeps bugging me. Whose idea was it to say goodbye to Green here?
I don't know. Probably the city. It was the last exhibition he sponsored. Why does it matter?
I'm wondering if this could have been planned.
Do you think what's happened here is also part of the murderer's plan?
Look, everything happens on the day of Green's funeral. And it all started with him.
As far as paralyzing the city and causing chaos, well, it works.
But what was the goal? Or a step toward the goal?
I don't know, honestly.
Sorry, my dinner arrived. I was busy chowing down. What'd you go with?
Scream and noise in this city cancel each other out, as if all of this was meaningless.
I can see the place where the ceremony was.
Great. Head over there.
That's just really cool. Some really amazing environments in this. Decided to save the teriyaki for lunch tomorrow, only because I think it will reheat better.
What did you say the statue was of?
Morai.
Explains
Good choice.
Morai were the goddesses of fate. All I know is that they watched over the life thread of mortals and gods.
Giving me a hankering.
Oh,
I'd
nice.
go for that.
I have to take a roundabout route to them. How's Salma?
Slowing down. She seems to be running out of strength.
Kara? I couldn't believe when the system spat out your name, and you just happened to be in the middle of this shitstorm. I need your help. Jane Salma's in danger.
What are you doing? Don't get him involved.
The famous psychologist, Jane Salma? What the fuck have you got to do with her?
Wait a minute. She was taking care of Green, right?
I need to get her out of here.
You've been screwing with the case
This whole time? Have after I told you to drop it? Fucking course you couldn't. You are under arrest.
Boss.
Damn you. Not enough time for this anyway. Watch out! Car! Fuck!
I feel like the last hour has just been me getting knocked out and then waking back up and coming to. I'm just constantly coming to. Reload your last save. Oh, I just read that one. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to do that again. I find these sections usually very tedious. Like, when it's appropriate narratively, okay, hit me with it, but like, back to back to back, like, oh my god, really? I'm crawling again. I'm pausing to cough again. I'm staggering forward again. Like, come on, just, okay, yeah. Not crazy about it. Typical walking. You're not even walking. We're limping. Typical limping simulator. Crawling simulator.
Can you hear me? Head to the statue. Save her, please. It's really close now.
Have you ever played any other David Cage games besides Omicron? Heavy Rain is the only one that I've played through all the way. That's pretty much it. I want to check out
Doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Fahrenheit Indigo Prophecy. That's the same game, right? It's just different name. That's the one I'm most interested in. I think that's the game I'm thinking of.
She must be somewhere straight ahead. Can you see her? Is she okay?
I don't know.
Which ones have you played?
But I'll find her. There she is.
Don't shoot! I was sent by...
I like Omicron because of all the different gameplay elements, fighting, first-person shooter, and adventure game all in one.
She belongs to me.
Yeah, I remember you saying. I thought that was very cool the first time I played it too. Like, wow, it's doing all this. All those games after Omicron have zero gameplay, just quick time events. Is that the case with Fahrenheit as well? I wasn't sure about that one. I knew like Heavy Rain on it seems to all be just like QTE. Yeah, okay.
Salma is innocent. Let her go. Salma knew the darkest secret to this world, and she didn't raise them.
I'm actually not against that, like that style of game, as long as you justify what you're doing with something. Like something has to be interesting to me. It has to be like really interesting choices, or just like a really good story, you know? Heavy Rain at least like branched in a lot of interesting ways. Like it's a goofy story with goofy voice acting and characters. Just it's goofy, right? David Cage is goofy, but it was interesting enough, and the choices I was making, and having to like, you know, cut off my own finger and shit like that. Like, okay, I was in for that one. I'm not crazy about it. It's not a favorite game or anything, but it was good enough to make it worth it to me, you know.
You used her. For what? To get
I think the
close
criticism of Omicron
to
scared him,
Wolverine?
or scarred
The
him.
other way around.
Maybe a little bit of both. Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Salma.
Like, fine, I won't do any gameplay then. If y'all didn't like it.
How many innocent people will you sentence to death or to the bank? The end justifies the means.
revenge and burn everything to the ground. Then what? A psycho like you's gonna replace it with a brave new world? That fucking chance! Mortality will give us meaning again. And I'll take the poison list. How about we reverse the order? I put a bullet in you, then you can have your poison. Last question. Did you poison my wife? She lost the will within all. I just freed her. Now I'm gonna set you free, fucker. Get out! On third time lucky! What?
You wouldn't be able to pull the trigger anyway. Body, everything here. And life smoldering in it. Mind fears, warped by traumas, psychoses. It's time to end this, James.
Oh, I had to keep tapping it. That's not usually how triggers work, though, so hopefully you all can forgive my confusion.
Is it so hard for you to understand all of this? You've been living a stolen life. For what? To let everyone fall. You should be thanking me.
Great shot. Was I supposed to be aiming? Oh. Oh, I did pull that off? Okay. Definitely didn't think I got that shot.
James?
I had to stop him. He was taking a joyride in your body.
Not my body. All I have. Why?
Rachel,
Do you actually own green sunglasses?
Rachel!
Green sunglasses. I don't. Like your avatar? Yeah, it took me a second. I was like, wait. Oh, right. Now I'm getting it. No, that's just a Jet Set Radio reference. Like, I just kind of replaced Beats. Like, made myself look like Beat from Jet Set Radio. But I should get a pair for when I'm rollerblading around and doing graffiti. think I got the bad ending. What do we think? It's a pretty bad ending.
I dragged my feet calling for a long time. I knew you wouldn't pick up, obviously, but it still wasn't easy.
I don't even think there's an... I'll have to check. I wonder if there's an
Conversation
option to
haunt
reload the
me
last
at
save.
night. I still can't put them together. I believe that you had your reasons. I have to believe it. I tried to find something out from Salma, but she completely cut herself off and removed the Sonin GPS tracker. I thought it was over for me. Until one day some bigwigs in suits came in here. I shot one of them. Stupid misunderstanding. Just like with you. I didn't think Salma would send anyone. She arranged for a body exchange and transferred the payment. And because of the riots, no one even bothered to question me. So I finally had a bit of luck. If I just do it once or twice more, I'll have enough money to get Taylor out. I'll fight for her.
How many stars? 1 to 5?
Just like you'd
That's
fight
what I'm
for
thinking about
Rachel.
right now.
Take care, partner.
First of all, seriously, thank you so much. Everyone, Object of Power sent me the money for this game. Not only requested it through channel points, but then reimbursed me, which was so kind. I'm really appreciative of that. I'm glad I went through it because it was a cool world to exist in for a while. I loved the art. The graphics are beautiful. Very cool environments. Just a very cool world to be in. I love the aesthetic. I love the retrofuturism. I didn't know this was a walking simulator when I requested it. There was a lot of cool ideas there. I didn't think the main narrative really made use of the world. By the end of it, I just kind of... Like, yeah, we really didn't do anything with these concepts. Like, we didn't build on the idea of... We didn't build on these archetypes, right? It was like, oh, Jay, yeah, just another several minute long segment of me visualizing my dead wife across the room. You know, it's like, I've seen this so many times, you know? A lot of cliches, and they started to wear on me. The game started to wear on me by the end. So, like, I know there are other endings, and I just don't think I have any desire to ever play through it again and see them. Yeah, the aesthetic and graphics are fantastic. Those were legitimately great. And like I said, like, the writing, the exploring the different areas of the society were all, I think, pretty well done. But, I don't know. I just came up kind of lacking on, turn that down a little bit. On the main narrative. The detective segments were cool. But, like, since that became, like, that was the main gameplay segment, that also started to wear on me, you know? Like, those would have been cool in a different kind of game, where they kind of broke up the pacing a little bit. And I'd seen most of them before. Like, we saw stuff that had been done in Cyberpunk. The tracing the cables around, like, I've done that in, you know, Spider-Man most recently, right? Kind of like doing a scan of the environment and following the yellow cables to the generator or whatever it is. You know, just like I've done all these things in other games that actually have gameplay, and it just did not give me... It didn't give me much to do outside of the walking simulator part of it. So, I don't know, maybe like a 2.5, if I had to put it on that scale, 1 to 5. Like a 2.5, maybe? Like, if you like the genre, I think there's stuff you'll enjoy. It's not my genre of choice. So... Yeah, like if I go to load... No, see, you gotta just... Where would you continue from? The credits. You would just have to play through the whole thing again to make those different choices. And I wasn't able to make manual saves along the way. So, won't be doing that. I wish I liked it more, because I really am appreciative of Object of Power. Thank you so much for buying the game and requesting it. It was fun to stream. But overall, I don't think I would recommend it. Do you think you're going to play it? Does anyone think they're going to play it? Am I wrong? Do we have any other different opinions than mine? I don't watch anything I plan to play. Yeah. That's true. I don't usually either. Unless it's like a game where I'm... Like, you can come in and out without worrying about spoilers too much. Like, or just seeing a bit of gameplay. Probably not. Yeah. I can't say, especially for the current price. Maybe if it was on sale. Okay. But yeah, thank you again. Nobody Wants to Die. Another game cleared. So I got some time before I stop streaming, so I think let's go for a dip in the ocean. Sekiro is next, then who knows? I'm excited to see what you think about Sekiro. This is perfect timing too. Ads are rolling, so I'm gonna take a quick break and come back with some Nautica. So see y'all in like a minute or two. Be right back.